Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and today we're going to talk about my favorite and only leg exercise, the 20 rep breathing squat. Okay, what the 20 rep breathing squat basically is 20 reps because you only do one set of 20 reps, and it's called the breathing squat because you do this 20 rep set with your 10 rep max. Okay, your 10 rep maximum weight, but you leave the bar on your shoulders and you take breaks after the first 10 reps, just as short as you need to get in another rep or two until you've reached 20. Okay, so it called breathing squats because after you've done the 10 reps, after you've done your 10 rep max, you're like and then you do like maybe two more reps, and then you just breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe, and you do like another rep and another rep until you've knocked out the full 20. Okay, now this is a really old school technique. Okay, there were entire workouts designed around this, and basically what the people would do is they would do like the 20 rep breathing squat. Okay, they would do it 3 times a week. Usually they would add 5 pounds to the bar every time they did it. Okay, and they would do, for the rest of the workout, they would do just like one like heavy set, maybe a warm-up set or whatever, but just one heavy set for like 5 or 10 reps with other exercises. Okay, so like 3 times a week, the 20 rep squats, add 5 pounds every time, and they would go ahead and do like one heavy set of bench, one heavy set of rows, one heavy set of stiff-legged deadlifts, just a couple things like that. Now, I don't actually do this the way it was described in the book Super Squats, which if you want to know about the workout around this, the nutrition system around this, that is like the absolute book to read. Okay, that is absolutely like the Bible. Okay, it was a book written by a guy, I think he was involved in Ironman magazine back in the day. And like I said, he talks about like the high calorie diet that's involved, drinking a gallon of milk a day. The GOMAD diet was actually, involved back then. Basically just huge blender shakes with, lots of protein, blocks of ice cream in it, just having huge amounts of calories, okay, between several meals of like high protein, plus this giant blender shake, plus drinking a gallon of milk every day while you're doing this. And the idea is basically you only do it for a few weeks, maybe like 6 weeks or so, but you get like really big and really strong, especially obviously in the squats, but all over your body during that time. Now, I don't like dirty bulking. I don't like just eating a whole bunch of food. Okay. I also don't like overtraining and having to like work for 6 weeks really hard and then change my workout, or work for 6 weeks really hard, then take a deload week or take a week off. I don't like to do this. I like to do things that I can do consistently. Okay. Like whether I'm bulking or cutting or maintaining or whatever, I want to do the exact same workout the entire time. I want to do the exact same workout over a period of years and get strong and big doing it, okay? So I don't do this where I add, where I do it 3 times a week. I don't do this as a part of a full body exercise program. Everybody knows I don't like full body workouts. What I do is I just do this twice a week. So I hit my lower body twice a week, okay? I do my 1 set of 20 rep breathing squats, and then I do a 5x5, 5 sets of 5 reps with a trap bar deadlift. That is my workout, because if you do this, as you can imagine, properly, it is really intense. This is me doing 20 rep squats with 275. I was up to 315. I'm back to 315, but this workout was filmed when I was building back up after I had this problem with, inflammation from adding carbs to my diet. So this will give you an example. I think I actually did 15 reps in the beginning, okay, for the first, 15 reps all at once, and then I just did a couple reps and another rep. So this is me, like I said, I already was at 315. I dropped it all the way down to 225, and then I built back up to 315, which is where I'm at now, okay? And this was, like I said, 275. But the idea is basically that I want to be able to do this over a period of years, which is what I've done. So I only do it twice a week. I only added on in the beginning 2.5 pound plates. Okay, so 5 pounds total to the bar twice a week. At one point, I kind of slowed down my progression, so I actually had to use 1.25 pound plates. But basically, this is just what I did over a period of like a year and a half, 2 years, and I built up from when I started my very first workout with this with this exercise was 115 pounds. Okay, not even 135. It was a 45-pound bar with a 35-pound plate on each side. And, I somehow got through that, and it wasn't easy. And I built up and built up and built up. And over a period of years, now I'm at 315 for 20. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the reason why I do this. Okay. Like I said, I only do it twice a week. I add little weight to it, okay, because I want to do this for a longer period of time. I do my kind of lean bulking. I don't just eat a whole bunch of crap or drink a gallon of milk a day. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's where the GOMAD diet originated, was with this 20 squat workout program. The reason I do this is because, first of all, this is just the absolute best way, in my experience, to really build up your squats very quickly, okay? Because the idea is you can continue adding weight to the bar in small increments, okay? And you have 20 whole reps. There was a point where I was just barely doing my 10 reps somehow, and then doing like 10 sets of 1 rep with several seconds rest in between, okay? So like you could continue adding weight and keeping your form pretty clean, but you still have, like I said, 20 reps to spread it out. Whereas let's say you're doing 5 sets of 5 and you add weight to the bar. You might just get up to like doing like 2 or 3 reps and not have anything left. Whereas over here, it's a lot easier to get all of your reps when you do 20 reps, okay? Another thing is I get like the volume, obviously, okay? And I just do 1 set, I put the bar on my back once, and then when I put it down, I'm done with squats for the day, but I get a full 20 reps in, okay? And like, let's say I do 10 reps and then I do another 2 and then another 2 and then another 2. That's like me doing like sets of 2, sets of 2, sets of 2, sets of 1, okay? But the intensity is actually extremely high, because instead of doing 10 reps, putting the bar down and then doing like another 5 and then putting the bar down and taking a break and then doing another 5, I've got the bar on my back the whole time and I'm barely taking enough rest, okay, to just be able to do another 1 or 2 reps. So like I said, the intensity is extremely high. Now, we talk about like the 2 types of hypertrophy, muscle building, basically. You have sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is like pump sets, pumping your muscles full of fluid. And then you have the myofibrillar hypertrophy, which is where you break the fibers down with low reps and heavy weight. Well, this is like a combination of both, okay? Because you are using heavy weight, you are doing sets of 1 or 2 reps, okay? But at the same time, because you're using such short breaks in between, just a few seconds, knock a rep out, just a few seconds, knock a rep out, you are also maintaining like the pump in your legs and your ass and your lower back, okay, the entire time. So it really does give you a good combination of endurance and strength. It gives you a good combination of myofibrillar and sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, okay? And I think the thing I like about this most is it is really like a death march, okay? It is really hard. It's like a gut check, like we used to talk about it in the Army. Like, it is just difficult. You really have to grind out this set. You go into the gym knowing this set is really going to suck. It's going to bring you to the absolute limits of your ability to deal with, just pain, to push, to deal with discomfort, to just keep going even though it sucks. You know this in advance and you still do it. So this really builds like a grit, like a mental fortitude, okay, that a lot of people don't have. If you go ahead and you just do a few sets of like leg curls, then take a break and you're like, oh yeah, did you watch Netflix last night? Yeah. You do a couple of sets of that and whatever. And yeah, maybe you get a little bit of a pump or whatever. But going to battle with the iron like this is absolutely completely different. Like most people never in their entire life do anything this difficult. They never train this difficult, okay? So like I said, that is in itself, okay, that is another effect that you get. You get the muscle building, you get the muscle endurance, you get the strength, you get like the volume, You get strong. I mean, obviously being able to squat like more than 1.5 times your body weight 20 times is like really, really, you gotta be really, really strong. You build a mountain of endurance, but also, like I said, you build a strong mind. And I know right now, I don't want to get any stronger. I got 3 plates on, 315 pounds on the bar, and I do not want to get any stronger, okay? I've spoken about this in other videos before that I believe, and I've seen examples and I've heard people talk about it, that basically, there are limits to where, as far as the human body should go. And after that, you just grind down your joints, break your back, break your muscles, tendons, ligaments, all the soft tissue in your body down, and you do not really get, bigger, you don't really get stronger, you just get hurt more. Okay, so what's the point to chasing numbers? Now, I'm glad I made this. I'm going to stay here. So what do? Well, instead of doing 10 reps and then the extra reps, like I said, these days I'm doing like 15 reps at once and then the extra reps, okay? It's going to get to a point where I can knock out all 20 reps at once, okay? Then what do I do after that? Well, I use the same weight once again, but I make sure I go all the way down, like completely down below parallel on every single rep. I'll probably do like a few reps, absolutely perfect ass to the grass at first, and then I'll do more and more and more. And then at some point I'll do like every single rep ass to the grass, but it will have to do like, 10 or 12 or 15, and then I'll do the rest, one at a time, because like it's harder obviously to go deeper. I might get to the point where when I'm doing 20 reps ass to the grass that I'll do like a pause for a second or two at the bottom on every single rep. So I'm always going to be able to get stronger. I'm going to progressively overload my muscles and my body, but I'm not going to do it by increasing weight, because there are a million different ways to do progressive overload to make the exercise harder other than adding weight. So like I said, now that I'm at 315 with good form, increase the range of motion, just go ass to grass. It makes it harder. Pause for a second or two at the bottom, okay? It makes it that much harder because more time under tension. I mean, those are all different ways that I could continue to develop myself without just punishing my joints, ligaments, and tendons with more and more and more weight. Anyway, like I said, if you guys like this, just go ahead and let me know down below. This is one of my favorite exercises. I want to talk about my other exercises that I do. If you're interested in my training program, my nutrition program, my group coaching, or my one-on-one coaching, all the links are down below. Just go ahead and check them out. If you want to see how I take exercises like this and put it together into a workout that you can do not just for 6 weeks, but you could do for the rest of your life and slowly but surely build up to like really superhuman feats of strength, go ahead and, like I said, just check out all the links down below. Aside from that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.